Welcome to the IPF Classic World Powerlifting Championships here at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. We are grateful to Eleiko for inviting us here to put this competition on. We couldn't do this without our sponsors. They've made a fantastic competition for us, providing some of world-class platform equipment on the platform, in the warm-up room and in the training rooms they provided for our athletes. We're also grateful to SBD, strength apparel relied upon by world-class strength athletes. This competition is also sponsored by StrengthLog, the Swedish app that records your workouts and PRs. We're in the final day of the Masters section of this competition. This is the Masters Open Sub-Junior and Junior World Championships. We have for you on this platform right now the M176 kilo class, the very first time this class has been contested at the World Championships. And we are ready. Here we go, we are being led out by Alexandra Johansson of Sweden. This is her first international competition. She's opening her squat at 105. And that's a very easy looking opener. That'll give her a lot of confidence now to start to build her total. She did get a blue card. That is for, in squats, the blue card is for either downward movement of the bar or lockout. I would say that was for lockout, as there was certainly no downward movement of the bar. Next up, we have Eveline Roos from Belgium. She's coming out for 125. Now, the weight certainly looked very easy, but it wasn't deep enough. So she just needs to sink that a little bit further. The hip crease must drop below the top of the knee. So parallel isn't good enough. You have to break through parallel. But I'm sure that was just nerves and she can get that on her next attempt. Here's Pia Marangoni from South Africa. She competed at the Helsingborg World Championship, the last time this competition was held in 2019. We did not have one in 2020 due to COVID. This is 127.5. And that depth looked good. She's on the board. Fantastic. Good lift for Pia Marangoni. Here's Aileen Muldoon from Ireland. Ireland have had a great day today. They've never had a Classic World Championship before, and they've had two already today. What can Aileen do? She's coming out for 132.5 kilos.
Good lift on one.
This is the M1 category. That's age 40 to 49 years old. Oh, that looked a little bit difficult. I think she just got a little bit out of shape on the way up there. But depth was good, and she returned the bar to an upright position, so that's a good lift for her. She's on the board. Malin Wahlberg from Sweden. Coming out for 135 kilos. Bars loaded, the clock is ticking. Depth looked good, came up nicely. That's a good lift.
Good lift on two. Good lift on one.
Next up we have Sarah Lane from Finland. Her PB is 145. She's coming out for 140.
We're loaded on 2. Can we start the timer, please?
Okay, the timer is running. The bar is loaded. Here comes Sarah. Squatting in deadlift slippers, that's unusual. Hip came up a little bit early, but the weight was no trouble for her.
Good lift on
And
2.
that's a good lift.
On 1.
Karen Tvet next, very familiar face in the world of IPF Masters lifting.
Loaded on 1.
Has been lifting for an awful long time. Won her class at the European Masters last year. Was second in Calgary, the World Championships in 2018. She's opening at 145. Yeah, I wondered if she might get a red light for depth there. I think that was right on the border. She got a 2-to-1 call in a good way, so that's a good lift. Here's Melissa Garan from Canada. 40 years old. She's just popped up into the Masters category. This is her first World Championship.
Loaded on 1.
145 on the bar. Fast descent. Depth looked okay from here.
Good lift on 2.
And that's a good lift. Rebecca Allen next. This is the last of the openers. This is Rebecca's first international competition.
Bar loaded on 2.
Relatively new lifter. Coached today by Paul Marsh. You can see him in the wings there. Coached more generally by Tom Martin. Opening with 155 kilos. Depth looked good, strength looks great. And she looks fierce and determined. 3 white lights, she's on the board. On the board and in the lead as we go into the second round of squats. So here we go with Alexandra Johansson. She's put 10 kilos on her opener. This is 115.
Good lift on 1.
Very fast descent. Looks like a good squat.
Good lift 2 to 1.
We have 1 red light. That's a blue card for lockout. You have to return the bar to an upright position with your knees locked. Evelyn Roos next.
Loaded on 2.
She missed this on depth on her opener. She looks quite happy about it. I'm sure it was just nerves. Let's hope she can just sink it that bit further this time. And I'm not sure. What do the referees say? They say no.
No lift on 2, 2 to 1. Good lift on 1.
Yeah, she looks really confused by that, but it really was not deep enough. And that puts her really under pressure now going into the third round of squats with nothing on the board. Pia Marangoni next. Good lift at 127.5. This is 135.
Loaded on 1.
Ooh, it looked like the weight had got the better of her for a moment there, but she fought through it. She kept her position really well. didn't let the weight get away from her, and that was a good lift. Have to wonder how much more she's got in her though. Aileen Muldoon for the same weight, 135. Her squat PB there is listed as 1,425. I don't think that's right. I think we're missing a decimal place.
Loaded on 1.
Very easy. Lovely squat there from Aileen.
Good lift on 1.
Malin Wahlberg next. From Sweden.
Loaded on
Home nation advantage.
Loaded on 2, loaded on 1.
Opened with 135. Took a 7.5 kilo increase. Depth looked nice. Little bit of work to do to stand up with the weight, but I think she's got a bit more in her. Maybe another 5 kilos should go. Sarah Lane. She's taken a 7.5 kilo increase, gone from 140 to 147.5.
Loaded on 1.
We can see from the graphic there that this moves her from squat rank 5 to 2, so this will push her up to silver medal position. Look nice,
On 1.
except for depth.
2 to 1.
The weight didn't present any problem at all, but she did not quite get down far enough. So that's no lift for Lane from Finland.
Loaded on 2.
Karen Tvedt next from Norway. This will move her up from the bronze medal position to silver in squat. That's a good lift for Karen, she's delighted. Melissa Garron next. She wants to take back that silver medal position from Karen. This won't challenge Rebecca in first place yet.
Good lift on 1, 2 to 1. Loaded on 1.
Fast descent. Brought it up nicely.
Good lift 2 to 1 on 2.
2 to 1. One of the side referees was not happy with the depth, but 2 to 1 is good enough. Here's Rebecca. She's out in front for the moment, but she's going to have to defend hard against the Canadian lifter. 160 on the bar.
Loaded on 2. Good lift 2 to 1 on 1.
Squatted 160 at the British Masters in July. Didn't look quite as deep as the other one. Should be okay though. Came up very strongly. That's a good lift for Rebecca. Pushes her out in front a little bit further. We go into the third round of squats now. Alexandra Johansson is coming out for 120. Her personal best in squat was 100 kilos less than half an hour ago, and here she is coming out for 120.
Loaded on one.
Enkelt! Smacka upp den här nu! Ja, det var enkelt!
Nice.
Good lift on 2.
So that was a good lift for Alexandra. That gives her 3 good squats, leaves her with a best of 120. Evelyn Roos next from Belgium, really under pressure. She has not managed to get to depth with either of her squats, and she's looked really quite surprised at the result. She really needs to go further down. Not looking quite so amused this time. It does look better. It certainly looks better. Is it enough? No. She is unfortunately cannot now make a total. She can carry on in the competition. She can still compete and take medals in bench and deadlift, but she will not make a total or place overall. Pia Marangoni next. It's worth remembering that a lot of these lifters, even if they're not challenging for world records or podiums, will be maybe challenging for national records at home or other personal goals.
Good lift on 1.
Oh, that was very deep. I think she might have just gone down a bit further than she intended to there.
The load is kept her safe. Bar loaded on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
Aileen Muldoon from Ireland. She only went up 2.5 kilos on her second, but she's gone up 5 kilos now. It may have been that she may have timed out. You only get 60 seconds to put your next attempt in, and if the coach doesn't get there in time, they will give you a 2.5 kilo increment. Oh dear me, she just could not stand up with that. So that leaves her with a best of 135.
Loaded on 1.
We have Sarah Lane coming out next.
Loaded on 2.
Gives herself a bit of encouragement as she comes to the bar. She missed 147.5 last time out.
Good lift on 1.
And that looks tough. What do the referees think? They think it was not deep enough.
Bar loaded on 1.
So we have Marlene Wahlberg up next. She got 135 for her opener. She got 142.5 for a second. She's gone all the way up to 150. This is for an attempt at the squat bronze.
Good lift on 1.
Here we go. This is the squat bronze. That looks deep. Oh, but she just couldn't quite bring that up.
On 2. Loaded on 1.
Okay, Karen Tvet.
Bar loaded on 2.
155 on the bar. This will move her up to silver medal position on squat.
Roll top loaders, deadlift on 1.
Very strong,
Loaded on 1.
but not quite
No
deep
lift on
enough.
2, 2 to 1.
So that leaves Karen with the best of 150 and the squat bronze medal. Melissa Garron
Loaded on
next.
2.
She's coming out for 157.5. She's guaranteed the silver medal now. She can't take the gold from Rebecca.
Good lift on 1. Loaded on 1. 3 attempts to change openers on 1. 3 attempts remain.
That looked decent. And 3 white lights.
2.
She has the squat silver medal. Here comes Rebecca. She had successful lifts at 155 and 160. This is 165.
Loaded on 2.
Happen to know this is the British record in the M1s. Judging by her second attempt, she's easily strong enough for this.
On 1. Loaded on 1.
She got the depth. Can she come up with it? That looks good. Oh, it wasn't quite deep enough.
No lift on 2.
I'm at a kind of 3/4 angle here. It's not the best way to see depth. So that leaves Rebecca with 160 kilos and the gold medal on squat. We are going to take a 20-minute break now, and we hope you'll join us back here for bench. Welcome back to the World Classic Powerlifting Championships from Halmstad, Sweden. We have the M1 Ladies 76 kilo class. This is the first year this class has been, we had Evelyn Roos as well, a little bit ahead of time there. We're still counting the clock down. Haven't quite started the session yet. So these are the M1 76 kilo class. This is the first time we've had this class in the World Championships. We currently have the British lifter Rebecca Allen leading the way with 165, and then Melissa Gowan from Canada behind on 157.5, and then we have Karen Tvedt from Norway on 150. However, the Canadian lifter has a massive bench press, so we should see lots of changes of position as we work through now, and we should get an exciting finish to this class.
Okay, we're ready.
We are ready to go. We have the bar loaded, and we have Evelyn Roos coming out from Belgium. Well, she's coming out from the warm-up room, but she's from Belgium. Here we go, 62.5 kilos on the bar. She did not, unfortunately, make a successful squat. She just could not get to the required depth. However, she can still compete for individual lift medals. Had to work for that. It's a successful lift, nevertheless. She's got one on the board. And we have Pia Marangoni coming out next for 62.5, same weight. The referee spotted that the rack wasn't set quite correctly, and we are now loaded and ready for the lifter from South Africa.
Well caught loaders, no lift, no lift. Next weight.
That's a good lift for Pia. And here comes Rebecca Allen for 70 kilos.
Loaded on one. Loaded on two.
Bars loaded for Rebecca. Just explaining to the handoff guy exactly what she requires. Accepts the bar, gets the start command, and that's a strong opening press for Rebecca. Lists her PB as she got a yellow flag from the centre referee. I think the centre ref is indicating that her bum came up. It's unusual for the centre referee to see that, and the side referee's not.
Loaded on two.
So, Alexandra Johansson for also 470. Nevertheless, Rebecca's bench was a good lift. Oh, after we went to the break, actually, Rebecca's third squat, which was failed on depth, was overturned by the jury and is now listed as a good lift. That was a good lift and a British record for Rebecca Allen. But here we have Alexandra Johansson on the platform, and that was a very easy 70 kilos. Her bench press PB was listed as 57.5. That's, I wonder if the numbers were reversed there, because that looked very easy indeed. Sarah Lane next, the Finnish lifter, opening at 70. Lists her PB is 75. Oh, well, she definitely went on the P of the press there. Yeah, I think she jumped it. I think she jumped it.
And there is no lid 2 to 1. 72.5 kilos next. Weight on
You
the bar
have
for
to
Malin
have the
Wahlberg
bar
of Sweden.
stationary until you get the press command. It was a close run thing, but I can see that the
72.5
the
kilos,
coach
Malin
was approaching
Wahlberg,
the jury
Sweden.
and he didn't get within 15 feet of them. They told him, no, she jumped it. So here we have Malin Wahlberg, 72.5 on the bar. Self handout. Very nice. Very strong.
Good lid, 3 whites. For Wahlberg, 77.5 next weight on the bar. Eileen Muldoon, Ireland.
Eileen Muldoon next. Opening with 77.5. Lists her PB is 80. So we're already right up
Loaded,
there.
77.5 kilos, Eileen Muldoon, Ireland.
Nice and strong. Good opener.
Good lift for Eileen, 77.5 kilos, 80 next weight on the bar. Karen Tvedt of Norway.
Karen Tvedt opening at 80.
Loaded, 80 kilos. Karen
Lists her
Tvedt
PB is
of Norway.
92.5.
Eight minutes to lift off on 1. 5 minutes to change openers on
Quite a
1.
narrow grip. A little bit of work to do, but she certainly looks like she's got more in the tank there.
Of Norway.
And here we have the final bench opener. Melissa Garon is opening at 90 kilos.
Loaded,
She's a
90
specialty
kilos
cake
for
decorator.
Melissa Garon of Canada.
Lists her bench press PB as 95. First year competing as a master. So she's younger than all the other ladies in class. This is a huge opener. And that was very nice, very strong. I think we're going to see a huge bench from...
No lift, I'm sorry, 2 to 1. No lift for Melissa.
That's no lift.
Round 2. First weight on the
I'm
bar, 65
trying to make
kilos.
eye contact with the referee and I can't quite see what that was for. Our bum came up. I don't have a good angle on that, unfortunately. Apparently a butt came off the bench, but it was a strong press. She can certainly handle that weight, and I'm sure she'll get it on her next attempt. So we're through now to round 2, and this is Evelyn Roos. 65 kilos on the bar. She went ahead of the press command. Not having a great day today.
Sorry, that is no lift for Emily of Belgium, 67.5 next weight on the bar for Pierre Marangoni.
Pierre Marangoni next. Coming out for 67.5.
Loaded, 67.5 kilos, Pierre Marangoni.
That's a good lift for Pia.
Good lift for Pia, 67.5 kilos. 70 next weight in the
Sarah
bar,
Lane
Sarah
next
Lane.
from Finland.
Finland. Loaded, 70 kilos. Bar loaded, with 70 kilos, Sarah Lane of Finland.
This is Sarah Lane. She missed this on her opener. Taking the same weight again, which I think is a sensible move. Strong. Oh no, she's 2-1 again. I think it must be something that I can't see from the side there. It must be the butt coming up or the feet moving, something like that. That's a shame because it's such a strong press. And she's now coming out for a third bench with nothing on the board. Puts her under a huge amount of pressure. The jury is actually going to have a chat with the referees to see what happened there, because so we have a 3-man jury to check on any disputed calls. You can only go to the jury when it's a 2-1 call. You can't go if all 3 referees agree. So the jury member is now just going and speaking to each of the referees in turn to see what the problem was, and they will just confer and give their decision before we take the next lift. So we can see, I can see Paul Marsh in the wings there. He's waiting to be told that the bar's loaded. The bar is in fact loaded, but we need a decision on the previous lift before we can do anything. So we've got a lovely shot of the beautiful Eleiko bench there. You really clearly see that patch that's made of a different material that's very adhesive. It's not a covering, it's a whole block so it won't wear out, and that is really good at keeping your shoulders in place. Okay, we have a decision. I think the decision stands. The lift is failed. And we have Rebecca Allen now coming out for 72.5. Unfortunately, this means Rebecca will have been standing out in the wings with her wrist wrapped for a while, but at least it's not. She wasn't standing there with her knees wrapped, which would have been much worse. At any rate, here's Rebecca, 72.5. Very nice. Very nice.
3 white lights, Rebecca Allen, Great Britain. No more changes on one. No more changes on one.
So Rebecca is still in the lead at the moment on subtotal, but I can see there's movement of the jury again. Not for Rebecca, I'm sure, but I think they're going to maybe change the result for Sarah Lane. But anyway, we have Alexandra Johansson on the platform at the moment, coming out for 75. She got 70 for her opener. Now she has the big red plates on the bar.
The jury has overturned the decision. Sarah Lane, second attempt. Good lift. Good lift.
Okay, the finish lifter, the jury has overturned the no lift. That is a good lift for Sarah Lane. Alexandra Johansson there just absolutely jumped the press command.
Did not wait for the press command.
She did a touch and go bench. She really needs to wait for the referee to tell you to press. So just to recap there, Sarah Lane is on the board. She got her 70 kilos. It was overturned by the jury. Alexandra Johansson jumped the press command and failed her 75. Here's Marlene Wahlberg. 77.5 kilos on the bar. Strong. Good lift from Marlene. So that moves her up to silver medal position on bench.
Next weight on to 82.5 Canada, Tibet, Norway.
So we have 2 lifters coming out for 82.5 next. Karen Tvet will come out first because she has the lower lot number. The lot number is assigned randomly at weigh-in. And if two lifters call for the same weight, the lower lot number will go first. However, it's the lighter lifter that takes the advantage if two lifters press the same weight. So, here's Karen Tvet.
Ready on one. Bar loaded on one. Good lift on two.
So that's Karen Tvet with 82.5 kilos. So she's in gold medal position at the moment. However, Aileen Muldoon is now coming out for the same weight and she is considerably lighter. Therefore, she will take that gold medal position away from Karen if she can press it.
Good lift on one.
Of course, we still have the Canadian lifter yet to make a lift.
Loaded on one.
Oh, it's ground to a halt. It just would not move.
Sorry, no lift.
So that's no
on
lift
two.
for Aileen. She's still in bronze medal position for the moment. But here's Melissa Garon. She had a technical infraction. Her butt came off the bench. But she looked so strong under the bar. You would not bet against her getting this.
Loaded on two.
She benched 95 at Canadian Nationals last year.
Good lift on one. Loaded on one.
Her feet weren't flat on the floor, so she did not get the start command. She was asked to replace the bar, and the referees explained what they required from her. She's under a little bit of time pressure now. 20 seconds. I can see from my angle as well that her feet are still up. Okay, she moved her feet. She's got the command. I hope that bar didn't dip. What do the referees think? It's a good lift. She's on the board. 90 kilos, and she goes straight from nowhere into first place in squat. That was a really tough bench. However, she's on the board. She got 90. It probably won't be challenged for, and she definitely won't be challenged for the gold medal on squat. That also took her into the lead on subtotal. She's now pulled out 10 kilos on Rebecca Allen.
Good lift on one, 2 to 1.
Okay, this is Evelyn Roos. We are into the third round now. Evelyn jumped to the command on her second attempt. This is 65.
Loaded on one.
I think she tried to go again too early anyway. Not having the best day today. That is no lift. Leaves her with a best of 62.5. Pia Marangoni next. Opened with 62.5. Added 5 kilos. And pressed 67.5 for her second. This is 70. This will be a PB if successful. She benched 67.5 at South African Nationals.
Loaded on one.
No, that's not going. Leaves her with a best of 67.5 and subtotal of 202.5. Sarah Lane next. She had some difficulty with her openers. The jury overturned her failed lift on her second. She's only gone up 2.5 kilos. She benched this weight at Finnish Nationals in August.
Good lift on one.
Press was good, but the lift was not good. Side referees spotted some infraction, whether that was the butt lifting or the feet moving. I couldn't say from where I'm sitting, but it was no lift for Sarah Lane. Leaves her with the best of 70. 210 as subtotal. Here's Rebecca Allen for 75. She pressed this weight at the British Championships in July.
Loaded on one.
We have a discussion with the jury again about Sarah Lane. So Rebecca's standing in the wings again, waiting for a decision on the finish lifter. Hopefully we can get on with Rebecca's lift. Didn't seem to phase her over much. Just trying to figure out if... Okay, they're going to go while they decide what they're going to do about the finish lifter. I'm not sure what the infraction was, so I can't really say what the dispute was. Here comes Rebecca. Her second looked excellent, looked very strong. It's going, and it's gone. That matches her personal best. Good lift for Rebecca with 75 kilos. So that leaves her with a subtotal of 240. We have Malin Wahlberg up next with 80 kilos.
Loaded on one.
This will be a 5 kilo PB. Not today, unfortunately, just a little bit too heavy. Leaves her with the best of 77.5.
No lift on two.
Alexandra Johansson next, she jumped the press command on her 75, so she has gone straight to 80. Opened on 70, failed 75, she's put 80 kilos on the bar. This will get her a, well, it will put her in bronze medal position. There are still 3 lifts to go. The side referees did not put their arms down, so the centre referee did not give the start command. But she's got the start command this time. No. No, so that leaves her with a best of 70 kilos. And we have Aileen Muldoon coming out now for 82.5 for the second time of asking. I think she jumped the command on the second. Could be wrong. Here we go. This will put her up to silver medal position. Karen Tvet is in silver at the moment with 82.5. Aileen is lighter, so we'll take the advantage if she can press this.
Good lift on one. Loaded on one.
It's moving, but it has just ground to a halt again. So that leaves her with best of 77.5. Malin Wahlberg took the bronze on bench. Here is Karen Svet. She can't take the gold. She has got the silver,
Good lift on one. Loaded on
but
two.
she's looking to add another 2.5 kilos
Loaded
to
on
her
one.
total. Karen is in third position overall, challenging Rebecca Allen for second place. And that has just ground to a halt. So that's no lift for Karen. She leaves her with the best of 82.5. She has got the silver medal for bench, and she is still in third place overall for the moment. Here's Melissa Garron. She benched 90 kilos successfully on her second attempt, and she is going to attempt 95 now. She's 7.5 kilos up the road from the British lifter. This will push her another 5 kilos out. Certainly the press looked fine. And it's a good lift. I say good lift for Garon, the gold medal on bench, and the overall lead going into deadlift. We're going to take a 20-minute break now. I hope you'll join us again here for deadlifts. Welcome back to Halmstad. We are here with the M1 76 kilo women. This is the World Open Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic Powerlifting Championships. We've combined all the age groups this year due to COVID restrictions. And we are very grateful to Eleiko for welcoming us to their headquarters and opening up their building to us. They provided some fantastic equipment in the warm-up room and the platforms and in the training room for the athletes, and we're so grateful for them. Set your bar high, be kind and do more of what makes you stronger. That's the watchwords at Eleiko. Also grateful to SBD, who provide the best apparel for strength athletes around the world. And Strength Log, the Swedish app that allows you to log your workouts and PBs. We're about ready to go now. We're through to the deadlift round, and Alexandra Johansson is going to lead us out with 125 kilos. The bar has hit the floor and the party is about to start. Here's Alexandra.
Good lift into 1-on-1. Loaded on 1.
Nice and easy.
Good lift on 2.
Malin Wahlberg up next
Loaded on 2.
for 145.
Good lift on 1.
Little bit awkward, probably just nerves. That was 145. The weight didn't seem to be too much trouble for her.
Loaded on 2.
Pia Marangoni next. Also for 145. Good opener. Nice lift for Pia. Here's Karen Tvet next. She's coming out for 147 and a half. She took the silver medal on squat, the silver medal on bench, and that was a very easy opener. Very easy indeed. I think we'll see a big jump from her going into the second. Next up is Evelyn Roos from Belgium. Not having the best day today. She's opening her deadlift.
Loaded on 2.
But she looks in reasonable spirits. Opening with 155. Lists her PB as 157 and a half, so that seems a little high, given the day she's been having. That's, yeah. Possibly should have put her opener down there. So we have Aileen Muldoon next. Opening with 155 as well. For a 167 and a half kilo PB. That seems a better proportion. A lot of lateral movement there as she pulled. That wasn't the easiest opener we've seen. It was a good lift. Rebecca Allen next for 160. Her PB is listed as 167 and a half, but I'm pretty sure she did 170 at the British Masters in July. Sometimes these numbers are submitted before the lifters do their most recent competition. So here's Rebecca for 160.
Good lift on 1.
Very nice.
Loaded on 1.
No drama there.
Good lift on 2.
Melissa Garron next. She took the gold medal in bench. I think she had the silver on squat.
Loaded on 2.
Coming out for 165. She pulled 180 at the Canadian Nationals. Pulling hook grip. Yeah, nice and comfortable. I think she's got a lot more to come there. Still have got one more deadlift to come in the first round. This is Sarah Lane. Had lots of difficulty with her bench press. But she looks to have the biggest deadlift. Yeah, she pulled 190 at Swedish Nationals in August. That didn't look super easy though. Nevertheless, a good lift, and she goes into the lead in deadlift. So, where does that leave us overall? As we go into the second round then, Melissa Garron is in the lead with 417.5. Rebecca Allen trailing with 400. Sarah Lane has moved herself up to third place overall with 382.5. Under pressure though from Karen Tvelt, who's sitting at 380. So, I think Rebecca Allen's going to have difficulty catching the Canadian, but she has got a bit of clearance to the finish lifter. So, we have Alexandra Johansson on the platform at the moment, open with 125. This is 135. Yeah, that looked like a nice second attempt. Marlene Wahlberg next.
Loaded on 2.
Added 10 kilos to her opener. Has to do some work to get that to lock out, but I think she's still got a little bit more in the tank.
Good lift on 2. Loaded on 2. Good lift on
Evelyn Roos also coming out for 155. Now, I think she was quite brave coming out for this again in the circumstances. Didn't manage to make a squat. Only got one bench. And this looks super tough for her opener. That's just too heavy. You have to think the coaches were at fault there.
I'm sorry. That is too heavy.
So, I'd be surprised if she came out for that again. I don't think there's any chance of it going. It's such a shame. You rely on your coach to make these choices for you, but at the end of the day, you should know your own capabilities. Here's Karen Tvet, 157.5. Oh, nice and easy for Karen. She's putting the Finnish lifter under a lot of pressure now. And she's moved up to third place overall. So, Pia Marangoni next. She's gone up 15 kilos, open at 145, nice easy opener. She's moved up to 160. That was tough, that was tough. She lost her tightness in her back as she pulled. I don't imagine that was comfortable at all. Aileen Muldoon next, also for 160. She's only gone up 5 kilos. The lots of these lifters, there's only 5 or 7 kilos between each ranked place now. But here's Aileen for 160. And that's difficult, that's just not going.
Sorry, that is too heavy on platform 2, no lift.
So that's no lift for Aileen. We have Rebecca Allen now coming out for 167.5. Here comes Rebecca. She's having a great day. She took a British record on squat and the gold medal. She's sitting in second place overall at the minute. She is under some pressure from the Norwegian lifter now. This will move her up to second place in deadlift for the moment. And that looks good. There was some issue with the lights there. They were showing reds, but that is a good lift for Rebecca. A good lift for Rebecca. She was looking really worried in the wings, but that is a good lift for Rebecca at 167.5. Melissa Garron next at 172.5. She is leading the pack. She really needs this to keep Rebecca Allen at bay. This will take a silver medal position in deadlift back from Rebecca. Yeah, very comfortable. I think she's got a fair bit more there.
Good lift on 2.
And then we have the Finnish lifter with the big deadlift coming out for 182.5.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
So here comes Sarah.
Bar loaded.
Oh, it's a struggle. But she has got it to lock out. That was so slow coming off the floor. I didn't think it was going to go, but it did. She stuck with it. She kept pulling, and that is a good lift for Sarah Lane. Well, we are into the sharp end of the competition now. We go through to the third round. Garron is leading from Allen, from Lane, from Tvet, all within... I guess there is a bit of a spread actually. Garron did pull out quite a lead on Allen just then. I think we are seeing that Garron is fairly secure in first place. Allen probably won't get challenged, but probably won't be able to move up to first. But we have a real battle between the Finn and the Norwegian for third place. So, here we go. Alexandra Johansson, 142.5 on the bar. Oh, and it's going, you know, I thought that I'd really stalled. Oh, I don't know if there's a little bit of supporting. 2-1, she's got it. One of the referees thought there was supporting, but the other two were fine. So, that gave her best of 142.5, and she's finished on a total of 332.5. Eveline Roos next from Belgium for 155. And she's coming out for it. So this has just seemed very heavy, but she's fired up. She really wants to get a deadlift on the board. But it's not going. You've got to feel for her.
I'm sorry, there is no way for Roos of Belgium.
Malin Wahlberg next with 160.
160 next weight on the bar for Malin Wahlberg of Sweden. Bar is loaded.
Opened on 145, went to 155. This is 160. Won't get her into the medals. But of course, everyone has their own personal goals and ambitions. And this will be a 5 kilo PB for her on the international stage. That looks like a really well judged third attempt. That gives her a total of 380. She's in 5th place overall at the moment. Aileen Muldoon next. This seemed just a bit too heavy on her second attempt. Let's see what she can do with it this time. Oh, it is moving, it is moving. She's got it all the way. That's a good lift for Aileen Muldoon. That gives her a total of 372.5.
8 minutes to lift off on
6th
one.
place
5
overall
minutes to
at the
second
moment.
place on 1.
Karen Tvet next. She's looked really strong on deadlifts. She's gone up another 10 kilos. This will move her into overall bronze medal position. Can she get on the podium? 167.5. Her deadlifts have looked really strong so far, and so did that one. Karen Tvet from Norway. She is on the podium for the moment. She's going to have a tense few minutes out at the back, biting her nails and watching the remaining 4 lifters come out for their lifts. First of all, we are going to see Pia Marangoni for 167.5. This will not move her onto the podium, but it will move her up to 4th in deadlift if it goes, and no, it just has ground to a halt. Do you know, she got some grit and determination to pull that for so long, but it just wouldn't go to lock out. That leaves her with a best of 362.5 and a best deadlift of 160. Rebecca Allen next. This will be a PB attempt for her. She did 170 at the British Masters. This is 172.5. This moves her up from bronze to silver medal position in fact, she's guaranteed the deadlift bronze now, but she'd like to swap that for a silver. She's in silver medal position overall. It's moving, and she's got it. She's had a phenomenal day today. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she's moved up to silver. So, 2 more deadlifts to go. Melissa Gowan, she cannot be caught. She has got the 1st place overall. However, she'd quite like the deadlift gold as well. So this is 187.5 on the bar. This is a big ask. But she's got nothing to lose. She can't lose bronze medal in deadlift. She can't lose her overall 1st place. Why not pull for it? Locks it in, and she's got it moving. She's got it. 3 white lights, that's absolutely amazing. She has got a 440 total, and she's moved into deadlift gold. However, we have 1 more pull to go.
She pulls herself into bronze overall, and the bar is loaded.
She is looking now not only to take the deadlift gold, but she wants the overall bronze. She wants to put herself on the podium. Can she do it? She's pulled this weight before. Finished nationals in August. Can she do it today? Well, she's got it moving. Oh, it just wouldn't go. What a shame. That leaves her with a best of 182.5 on deadlift and a total of 392.5. And Karen Tvet keeps the podium. What a fantastic session. I have really enjoyed that. That was some really good deadlift battles. We'll have the medal ceremony coming up. Please do stay tuned for that. And we will hopefully see you back tomorrow for the start of the junior competition.
Is that everybody? I may have said we were bringing up just the 76ers out, but I don't think anybody got the memo, so they're all here, and I'm not sending any of them back because I wouldn't send any of them back. You're all lovely. Okay. So the participation medals are being presented by two of the loveliest ladies in powerlifting, Linda McPeters and John Bowers. There is a third lovely lady. It is Heather Layton of South Africa. Okay, does everyone have their participation medal? Are we ready for the medals? Okay, 76 kilo Masters 1 first. Individual medals for squats. In bronze medal position with 150 kilos from Norway, Karen Tvedt. In silver medal position with 157.5 kilos on the squat from Canada, Melissa Garrod. And the gold medal on squat with 165 kilos from Great Britain, Rebecca Allen. Well done, ladies. There's going to be some proud coaches out there. Thank you. We now move to bench press, please. And the bronze medal on bench press with 77.5 kilos from Sweden, Malin Valberg. The silver medal on bench press with 82.5 kilos press from Norway, it is Karen Tvedt. And bench press gold with 95 kilos from Canada, Melissa Garrod. Well done, ladies. Magnificent work. Okay. Deadlift now. And in bronze medal position on the deadlift with 172.5 kilos from Great Britain, Rebecca Allen. In silver medal position with 182.5 kilos from Finland, Sara Leine. Deadlift gold with 187.5 kilos from Canada, Melissa Garrod. Okay, and now we move to the overall and the crown our world champion, 76 kilos. The overall results, please. In bronze medal position overall, from Norway with 400 kilos, it's Karen Tvedt. Taking home the silver medal with 412.5 kilos from Great Britain, Rebecca Allen. And the gold medal and your new 76 kilo Masters 1 World Champion from Canada, it's Melissa Garrod. Everyone has their gifts from Eleiko and their medals. And fist bump from some of the finest ladies in our refereeing team. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Thank you, ladies. Okay, let's move to the 84 kilo Masters 1 class. Individual medals first of all. In bronze medal position with 162.5 kilos from Spain, Mila Cuevas. In silver medal position with 167.5 kilos from Sweden, Mia Ornell. And squat gold goes to the lady who squatted 177.5 kilos. She's also from Sweden. It's Sina Hedel. Well done, ladies. And now bench press. In bronze medal position with 90 kilos from Norway, Hilda Drekvik. In silver medal position with 92.5 kilos from Sweden, Mia Ornell. And bench press gold with 110 kilos. I've got to say quick before she gets on the platform, from Sweden, Frida Hedel. Thank you, ladies. Deadlift now. Deadlift bronze, 180 kilos from Norway, Hilda Drekvik. Deadlift silver, 190 kilos from Sweden, it's Frida Hedel. And deadlift gold, 207.5 kilos. And I believe this is a European record as well, if I heard right, which is like Paco fell on the floor. Mila Cuevas of España! Fantastic work. And now we move to the overall 84 kilo Masters 1 class. Bronze medal position with 422.5 kilos. Oh, I wonder who it is. It's Mia Ornell. She told me before the competition she was going to be on the podium, and she was right. 452.5 kilos for deadlift for overall silver from Spain. It's Mila Cuevas. And your new Masters 1 84 kilo world champion from Sweden, Frida Hedel. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Sweden. Already having a couple of tears on the platform, it's perfectly natural. Especially when, for example, you've taken a new European record. I'm not singling anybody out. Okay, last but certainly not least, never least, the super heavyweight category, 84 plus Masters 1. Squat bronze, 157.5 kilos from Ireland, Lorraine McKenna. Does she ever stop smiling? No. Silver medal, 167.5 kilos from Sweden, Victoria Townsend. And squat gold with a very dominant 187.5 kilos from Great Britain, Helen Ferguson. Gold! Well done, ladies. We now move to bench press. In bronze medal position with 87.5 kilos from Finland, Lisa Asanti. Don't act so surprised. Bench press silver, 92.5 kilos from Sweden. It is Victoria Towson. Bench press gold with 95 kilos from Great Britain, Helen Ferguson. Gold! Well done, ladies. Thank you. Deadlift now. In bronze medal position with 177.5 kilos from Sweden, Victoria Towson. The love in this community is real. Silver medal on deadlift with 185 kilos from Finland. You're not surprised this time, are you? No, you're not. Lisa Asanti. And deadlift gold's not going to come as any surprise to anybody with 195 kilos from Great Britain. And she had clearly more in there. Put some weight on the bar next time. Helen Ferguson. Gold! Well done, ladies. And finally, the totals and the crowning of the new super heavyweight world champion, Masters 1. Overall, please, Boris. Thank you. With 417.5 from Finland, Lisa Asanti. The silver medal with 437.5 goes to Sweden's Victoria Towson. I'm sure this is no surprise to anyone that 477.5 kilos means the new Masters 1 84 plus world champion is, wait for it, Helen Ferguson. Well done, Helen. Well done, ladies. Please be upstanding for the national anthem of Great Britain. It's a good thing nobody's crying, isn't it? Okay, ladies, and everyone, please join me in giving these ladies a round of applause. If you can follow Leaf off the platform, it is going to be complicated.